Now, I'm going to attempt to try to explain why there's no female engineers on Paradise, because nobody else seems to be doing it, so I'm going to make that attempt. Now, in the Alien Covenant Advent, David says,
Beings that understood you must give life to both the wolf and the lamb. But then they tried to banish the wolves and undo their creation. So I took their secrets for myself. Perfect carriers. The perfect mothers. Everything deserves it. However, I did discover a surprising...
X-Ray Zulu. Over.
Files told of ancient ceremony. Such cruelty once thrived, long since frozen over. Given passage to timidity. The cost of progress must be absolute. It's not for the weak.
now, I'll give you a link down below for the Alien Covenant Advent, but you have to watch it, and then you'll see that when he talks about the ceremony, there's a female engineer that's being experimented upon. So this is a cruelty, but then eventually it flashes to, let's say, body parts of the engineer, and then you'll see the face hugger, then you'll see an egg, and then you'll see an X-ray version of a xenomorph. So I believe that they're telling you that that's what the result was. So the wolf was banished, and we all know that there are no female engineers. From what we know, there's no female engineers on definitively on Paradise, and that's because they were banished. And I believe that the female engineers were actually the warriors, just like female lions. They're the ones that hunt. Well, the female engineers were the warriors, and they tried to make them more efficient. Because in the Alien Covenant Advent, David does say that there were experiments or there were rituals that they did, and then it cuts to a female engineer being experimented upon. And voila, they say that the wolf had to be banished. Like the engineers banished the wolf, mainly the males, because the males were probably becoming the lamb. They were so efficient that the female engineers or female xenomorphs became so aggressive towards them and started attacking them. So they had to get rid of them. So it's possible that there are female engineers out there right now, and also xenomorphs, early versions of xenomorphs. So that means that xenomorphs are ancient, but not the biomechanical ones. The biomechanical ones are more recent. So that's interesting. And also, if you look at H.R. Giger's artwork, it it's more female oriented to females, like females, the one that's being changed, being oriented to become biomechanical, just changing. So I think that's one of the reasons why, because he said that they had to banish the wolf. There are no females on Paradise because they were banished, because they were the ones that were experimented upon. They turned into xenomorphs, and they had to get rid of them because the male engineers were starting to become the lamb. So that's what I think. Because the females were very special, and they felt that they could make them much more stronger, more efficient, so they experimented upon them. But it just didn't work out in the end, and yeah, they just had to get rid of them. So that, I think that's the gist of it. If you have any any suggestions of why there's no female engineers on Paradise, I would like to know, or what happened to them, I would like to know. But that's my theory.